Is that?
This is day 3 of Michael wearing the same thing.
Oh my god.
But I have changed my underwear and taken a shower, so we have that going for us.
We do.
Yeah. We have a lot to do today, and Kristen has to leave. It is her mom's birthday.
Yay.
And her mom needs her help. But luckily we drove 2 cars, and I can stay and finish this project. But we need some things from Home Depot. I've been avoiding going to Home Depot all week, and now it's down to the wire, and I have to do a 7 a.m. Home Depot run.
So ready, set.
And we don't have any breakfast food, so
Sorry.
hunter-gatherer, you know? But yeah, so I'll be back. Deuces, have fun. Love you, bye, Finn. We got night lights for the lights outside so they're not that bright. We got more extension cords. We got spades so I can drill through wood more easily. The drill set that I bought from Harbor Freight, and it was just falling apart all the time. You saw me struggling last night to drill those holes. Grocery store, got some eggs. So now we're gonna head back and get the day started. All right, made it back home. It is time to say bye to the Bobcat. It was really fun. Honestly, it was like, I definitely want one. I think it'd be fun to have one, but they're probably really expensive. Yeah, so I'm gonna move this out front, and he's gonna come pick it up shortly. But the land is so torn up. I'm gonna have to adjust that in the main areas before we have guests come this weekend, so that should be fun. Today is going to be a very long day, and we're gonna get a lot done. So come along with me. Like I said, Kristen's going back home to be with her mom on her birthday, and I'm gonna be here. Bye. You were so much fun. All right, Finn. No, don't pee on that.
No, bye.
See you guys. Bye, Finn. He doesn't want to go. He's pulling.
Like you. He loves it here.
I know.
What's up, guys?
Is the thing going? Yeah.
Recording.
And wanted to give you guys an update on how things are going with our Lodgify website.
We got a couple new bookings.
We did get a couple new bookings, and they are far out.
Yeah.
Like, this is nothing like Airbnb bookings.
Yeah. Like, we got a message for October, and we were like, what? October just happened. What's happening?
Also wanted to give you guys just an update in general on, like, bookings and where we're at. Like, this month is pretty good.
Yeah. These next 2 months will be great.
Yeah, February and March.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're in present months right now, and we will cover this in a future blog more in depth. But, like, things are looking good for us. I know that there's a lot of talk about, you know, like, Airbnb's not doing good and short-term rentals not doing good. At least in the Joshua Tree area, like,
Been pretty consistent.
it's been pretty consistent. So that's why we posted on our community page, we posted like a question, like how you guys were doing out there. So I'm curious if you guys are seeing that too. I'm curious if it's the drop off, like all the people that got into we technically got into the market around the same time as everybody else that wanted to make extra money, but
Yeah.
they realized it was not just complete passive income, and so they got out. And so now we're seeing that market, I don't know.
Yeah, because a lot of houses near us have sold
Yeah.
that were short-term rentals before, like months ago.
Yeah.
So we're benefiting. You know, if
Well-
you've stuck it out, if you were able to stick it out, I feel like
We don't know.
it feels like
It feels
we
like
might be
it's us.
benefiting.
So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm curious how you guys are doing out there. How's everything going for you guys? Let us know in the comments down below.
Have you sold your short-term rental? Are you holding on like us for dear life and still making it work?
No, our short-term rental is actually thriving.
Yeah. And then on the direct booking, just real quick,
Yeah.
let's get back to the direct booking site real fast. Lodgify just launched their dynamic pricing tool, which is so cool.
We're going to mess around with it more, but from what poking around that we did, it seems like we might be able to cancel our other subscriptions that we use for smart pricing, because this,
It's basically free.
it's pretty much free unless their smart pricing tool gets the booking using that algorithm, and then it adds a 0.8% fee onto it.
Which is really nothing compared to like the service we're using now.
Yeah.
That's like, how much a month?
$20 a month.
Okay, that's not that
I
bad,
mean,
but
yeah, it depends. I mean, if you're getting booked like crazy, then yeah, maybe. But yeah.
we're stoked.
So yeah, just new little feature that came out. Wanted to tell you guys about that. If you do have a Lodgify website, we love ours. So yeah, I think that's the update, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Let's get back to
Wherever we're at.
let's
We
get
haven't
back
said it
to
yet.
finishing the super secret fun project thing.
That.
Let's do this one next. Alright, so the next thing that I need to do is, when I laid out the electrical cord for this, I thought I had the exact right size, but I did not leave enough in mind for slack. So the cable coming out of the ground is pulling at the outlet right here. So what I'm gonna do is take this out, hopefully. There we go. I got one of these splitters things, 2-foot extension cable, and then we're going to go like this, and then I'm gonna wrap this right here so it connects and goes down the back. I'm just gonna use 2 of these these things, zip ties, metal zip ties. All right, next up on my list, I gotta bury this extension cord just slightly under the surface. Let's do it.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo.
Okay, so what we're doing here is we have figured out a way to connect this ball to the ground securely so that it goes nowhere. So my solution is these giant tent stakes. They're going to go into the ground, and then we are going to be super gluing magnets to both sides, both underneath the balls and the bottom of this, so that if you hold really hard, they'll come up. If you just touch them, they're not going to move at all. So that's my plan to do right now. Show where I'm working with. Oh my gosh, look at the magnets collecting the iron and the sand. I guess that's gonna happen anyways, but I don't want the super glue to get on it. Okay, so these sides are gonna be good. So we're gonna super glue that there. Let that dry. Dang it. Dang it. These magnets, man. Oh no. Here we go. Okay. This side right here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I just pulled it right. Okay, so we are going to let this dry. Right, put the magnets on it. Those aren't going anywhere. This is only for the two that are going to be on the ground. The others are going to be secured by the wooden dowel rods. So we're gonna let that glue dry, and then we'll dig these in the sand. I'm gonna go do the other one. We are also going to be using these soft night lights. Their brightness is like really, really low because we don't want to ruin the desert landscape. We don't want to ruin the light pollution for especially people that live around here. That's a big thing. We want to keep the stars looking as beautiful as they are, but we tried with like regular candelabra bulbs, and they're too bright. When you're on the deck, it like lights everything up, and we want this to be like a subdued, you could still see the stars when you're when the lights are all on. Yeah, we're just going to use these white night lights for the bulbs for these. So the connection wasn't that secure. Oh, the magnets were, but it's on 2 points, so it's just kind of like rocking back and forth. So I'm gonna add a third and another stake. So that's my plan moving forward. These. All right. Okay. One in. So the wind was really bad while I was working on this part of the project, but wanted to show you guys how we were going to try and achieve to make these globes look like they were floating in the bushes. I stapled the electrical wire to the dowel rod and then secured them into the ground, buried it a foot or two underneath the ground, and then I repeated the process on all of them, and then I got to work on covering up all of these wires. We are going to have to add more dirt again in the future, but for now this will work, and it looks really easy. I look like a little ant, but it was a very tiring day. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted, guys. I'm exhausted, but it looks so cool. I am starving, so I am gonna go grab some pizza from down the street, and then I'm gonna come back, and I need to clean up outside. There's a couple things I need to do still outside, so I'll probably do that in the dark. It's so cold outside right now once the sun went down, and but it looks so cool. This has been like a dream for like a very long time. And so like I'm gonna go out and sit and look at the stars tonight and experience it like a guest would. I'm gonna go grab some food real quick and I'll be right back.
And pick up day laborers and tell them that they'll get paid at 6 p.m.
Okay, so I finished my pizza. I took a little nap. It's about 8 p.m. and I gotta get out of here kind of early tomorrow. I still need to clean up outside, but I'm gonna do that first thing in the morning. So I wanted to get a little ahead of things, and I started to clean off fireplace that Kristen and I have been using, and this happened. It's like caked up. I tried scratching it off. Nothing was working. Our usual glass cleaner wasn't working. So I looked it up on TikTok, and apparently you can just use like a paper towel, dip it in warm water, and then dip it in the ashes, and then you can rub it and it'll come off. So I'm gonna try that now, and let's see if it actually works. I don't know how well it's working, but it's kind of working. I think it's just gonna take some elbow grease, so I'm just gonna keep at it, but I'm not gonna film it. Great rising, you guys. It is 6 a.m. Got up at 5:30. Just need to get a head start on things. I have to be out of here by 10. We have our cleaner coming to clean because we don't have time to clean it. I wanted to get some sunrise photos and finish the things I didn't get to finish in the backyard before I have to leave. I have to be back in LA by like 1. Woke up to the window wasn't closed all the way. Woke up to some coyotes yelling at each other. They sound like teenage girls screaming. Yeah, so I'm gonna start packing up and wait till the sun starts to come up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna film. The sun is about to come up. I think I got good pics of it. I'm gonna get this drone up in the air and take some nice photos of it from above. See how much I tore up the land. So I'm gonna cut this baby down. There we go. It just completely broke off. Dang it. Shoot. Oh man. Okay, well at least I can still get the front. Oh, dang. That was gonna be so easy. Can you cut this sideways like this? Dude, this is bad news bears. Don't do this in wood shop, kids. I am a trained professional. Is this safer? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, this is gonna work. All right, one of 2 sides done. Can I do this without breaking it? I just need to cut this side across. I have a table saw, but I don't feel like getting my fingers that close to the blade right now. It's too early for that. All right, let's try this. Whoa. Uh-oh, did I just break it? I think I just broke it. Oh, no. Undo this swivel. Oh, no. Okay, nothing a little glue can't fix. Not bad. Okay, so we have this little piece that will sit on top and the front. The back came off, but this is enough to cover the front, I think. Let's pray that I cut this the right size. Truth. Boom. Boom, baby. Yes. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna put some glue on this. Put it in. Bye, house. You're all clean and ready for the cleaner. So over the last 6 months or so, right, maybe more than that, we've been taking you on this journey of building this thing that haven't really told you the name.
Yeah.
But we are so excited to introduce to you guys the Moon Garden at the 7th Ray House in Joshua Tree, California.
Without further ado, here's the Moon Garden.
So when we initially came up with this idea, I started rendering it. And this is when generative AI started coming out. And so I was prompting in Photoshop. So here's the rendering of the very first concept art.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of how close we got.
Yeah. This we did, I believe, in July of last year. Not this last July that just happened, 2023. July of 2022 was when we started measuring and doing these renders and everything and really getting into the weeds with planning this process.
Right before we purchased the home, there was a new septic system put in. And so there was this area right out the back of the property.
Like a landing strip or
Yeah, it was cleared and flat and level, and it was like a view out to the the land with the sky behind it. And we were like, this feels like something should go here, right?
Mm-hmm. And so we were actually on Instagram.
Here's the photo that I saw, and it's got Joshua trees in the background, and it's got this moon, these lit up moons.
We knew we wanted to create a stargazing deck / yoga deck because really our house could probably sleep 6 to 8 people if we really wanted to push the limits. So we were thinking that way, maybe retreats will be here. We can build on the land something else, and then more people will be here. So we'll build this big yoga platform. But then we didn't want it to be too typical. And we wanted to incorporate this garden feel to it. Yeah. And why not put the globes with that?
And so when we started toying around with this idea, I showed my dad that picture and he was like, oh, it looks like a moon garden.
That was the first thing he said.
And that was the first thing that he said.
The first time we ever told anybody about it.
And we were like, oh my gosh, that's an amazing name. And so that is how we came up with the idea for the Moon Garden, which is what it is and what it will be referred to henceforth.
Yes, the Moon Garden at the 7th Ray. You can get married on the platform if you want to someday. We've got that runway for chairs. We just have all these fun, exciting ideas and ways that we want to keep building this area. We want to make it more lush with more cacti and everything. It just makes sense that Scott came up with the name because he's been such a huge part of this house.
Yeah. It already feels so magical. The videos don't do it justice because I don't know how to film properly. And
but when you're in it, you just feel, I don't know, a sense of what we felt like we wanted to create. So it's very rewarding.
We're going to try and incorporate the moons, the globes, and other places in the house. We want that to be a theme throughout the home. And this brings us to
a larger topic is there are two kinds of Airbnbs in our mind, and there's ones that are just functional, that people just need a place to stay, and there are others that are experiences that people want to stay and seek out because of social media and because of just the overall experience. And I think that's a big goal for us that we've been pushing towards, is like, how can we take something that's just average, and make it magical, right?
Yeah. It's a good branding tool too. We're trying to create our brand and that being a unique thing at our home now, like maybe we'll have that at other homes that we create in the future. And the possibilities are endless, and if you can dream it, you can do it. Like make it happen,